Hey, and welcome to Relevé. My name is Takia, but you already knew that. At least I hope, unless you're new here. So over the last few months, you have been able to meet some dancers that we have had the fortune of knowing and learning from over time. And you've been out on the road with us, you've been in studios with us, you've seen some organizations that are doing great work on the ground, and we want to continue to highlight those people who are in the trenches doing, right? But we also think it's important for you to know more about our mission and what we're looking at for the future and how we want to continue to grow. But in order for you to know where we're going, you have to know where we came from and how this all began. I'm a mom, and I started this organization as a mom, but at the very core, as a little girl who wanted to pursue things but felt like maybe it was a little bit too expensive for her parents to do that thing. And so I promised myself when I became a parent myself, nothing was off limits. If she would have told me she wanted to go to the moon, I probably would have tried to get a job at NASA. So we do a lot of things for our children. So it's amazing to see how something that I started for my own child so that she could see and be empowered by other dancers that look like her has grown to also empower other dancers and now supports so many dancers across the country. So it's a little overwhelming, right? Because this is not a space that I went to school for. This is not a space that I trained for. I wasn't a dancer for 20 years and then decided to start a ballet organization. So there's been a steep learning curve. But one of the things that has always guided the growth of Brown Girls is that at the very core, it's about providing representation for little girls that look like mine. Now, the audience has gotten significantly larger, and the number of girls that have benefited from the work that we do has grown tremendously, and I am so incredibly proud of that. We thought that it would be important for you to meet someone who's been with us since the very beginning. She's someone that I kind of think is a little special, not just because I gave birth to her, but because she's been along for this journey the entire time, and she sees the growth and can really articulate why it has been so special to be on this Brown Girls Do Ballet journey. So here's Charlie. Why do you think it's important for you to see dancers that look like you?
Because I can make friends with them and knowing that I can be like that when I grow up too.
I'm Charlie, and when I was 3 years old, my mom started Brown Girls Do Ballet. If you can tell, my mom is pretty cool. When I was 3 years old, I liked to watch Angelina Ballerina, and I asked my mom if I could start ballet. You see things on TV and around you, and it just makes you think, like, that could be me. I would like to do that. My first dance classes, we did lots of tendus, and I had this purple leotard. I remember that. My favorite part was just like moving my body to the music. As I kept growing, the dance started to get more regimented, you know? Like you have your things that you come in and you start doing tendus and pliés, and I really like that about it. Like you always know what to expect at the beginning of class. And as I've gotten older, the thing that's made me want to keep dancing is just, I love everything about it. I love how it looks. I love hearing stories about it. I just love everything about dance, and I want to keep doing it. When it started and my mom started, going around to take pictures of people, I was just like, oh, this is cool. She's taking pictures of people. She does that all the time. And when it started to get bigger and I started to be aware of that, like it took me a while to be like, oh, this is really important. Like a lot of people's lives have been affected by this. And once I figured that out, it's like, I don't know, I have this like responsibility to like be the best person that I can be. When I was really little, I loved looking at people on point. It looked like they were floating and it was so angelic, But now I have the opportunity to go on point, and it has been amazing. Like, just growing up and seeing all these people doing this thing that you want to do, and now you get to do it. Like, you've gone to the level that you can do this thing that you wanted to do for a really long time. It's great. At my studio, we had a point shoe sewing party, and it was really fun. There was this lady, Miss Alexandra, and she taught us all about, like, you know, sewing and the history of it, and it was really eye-opening, you know. My first class experience on point was kind of hectic. I knew that there was going to be some pain involved, but I didn't think it was going to be to the extent that it was. Like, I went into class and, like, we went up on point for the first time, and it was like, oh, this is cool. And then it's the 5th time, and I'm like, oh, my toes hurt. Then it's the 10th time, and it's like, oh, wait, this hurts. But it's really rewarding because I've been wanting to do this forever, and I get to do it. And I look at myself in the mirror, and I see this is where I want to be. I love it. If I could tell one thing to my younger self, it would be that how much you love things now, you'll start to love it so much more. Everything around you will be something that you love. I look around this room and I see pictures of dancers, and I want to be like that. And now there's things all around me saying that I can't be. And if I could tell one thing to my younger self, it would be that you will grow up and you will be able to see yourself everywhere. My name is Charlie, and Brown Girls Do Ballet.